take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I want.
Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to get into decorating my home for fall, or at least starting. I don't think I'm going to do much of the upstairs today, probably gonna be later on, but it's all good. Welcome if you are new here. Hi, my name is Jazz. I do everything motherhood, lifestyle, a little bit of beauty. Now I'd love it if you would join the family and subscribe. You guys, we have a good time. We have a good time over here. And welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. Hi guys. So today we're gonna get into decorating my home for fall, y'all. I got Charlie Brown queued up. Y'all know if you've been here before this time of year, you're gonna see a peanut special for every individual bit of it. Okay, so we're gonna be watching The Great Pumpkin. I have my mini helper over here. My 6-year-old is home today because it's Saturday, and I waited till Saturday because I know he's gonna want to help me decorate. So it is Saturday, so my 6-year-old's gonna be in and out of the video. He's over there dancing. And we're gonna get this thing kicked off right. We're gonna start at the entryway and work our way around the downstairs, and then I'm going to go outside later to do the front porch area. I want the kids to be able to come outside and do that part with me, especially since they like being outside so much. So let me show you everything we have, because I have all my decor. It's a lot, and I bought more today, so let's do it. Okay y'all, so this is all my fall decor for downstairs that I know that I want to use down here. I've already taken some stuff upstairs, and I've also took things out that I knew I was not going to want to use this year. So I'm gonna go through some of it with you guys. You can see we have the soft pumpkins, which I mentioned to you guys from last year that I really like having. So I picked up a couple more there over there on the countertop there, as well as a throw blanket. Lots of picks and stems back there, because picks and stems, they go, you just plop them everywhere, they work, you know what I'm saying? So picks and stems. Got some more kitchen towels. I love these, they are really soft. I think these came from TJ Maxx. That's where I got these from, TJ Maxx. Okay, these are some new additions for the fireplace. And then these, you guys have already seen my candlesticks, my candle holders. I'm going to keep using those because I really like them. So I got the candles that I think will go better for the season. I picked this up today, as well as a lot of these picks over here. Then my mugs are over here. Someone bought me that. I talked about it in a vlog, but I will say it again. Shout out to Liz. She ordered something off of my home registry as a housewarming present for us. She got us a diffuser and some essential oils to go in said diffuser. So thank you, Liz. Appreciate you, girl. And then back there we have, I'm all the way up here. Back there we have Mickey and Minnie. All of my mugs. This is a drying mat. Little felt leaves. Candle from TJ Maxx from years ago. It's like 12 bucks. Flower assortment. Probably going to be on my dining room table. I think that's where I'm going to put that. Wreath for the kitchen. Signage. Some other little pieces here and there. Put like little, what do you call them? Kind of like statues, but not, I don't know how to explain them. Most of the stuff you guys have seen in previous years, so it's not really new. These lanterns came from Hobby Lobby. We have little bags of pumpkins, some other little bowl filler, some more stems back there. So these two right here are the wreaths, I mean not wreaths, the garlands that I use on my entry table and on my mantle. I separated them so they'll be by themselves. There go the 2 extra pumpkins, as well as the 2 lit up ones I'm lighting up. Light up pumpkins, soft pumpkins, my gnome. And then these leaf pillows came from Marshall's last year in that pack of 3, and then 2 more throw blankets in the back. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to get started over there near my front door. I'm already going to have everything clean. I'm going to be wiping down some stuff that you'll see in the video as it comes, but let's go ahead and move over to the entryway area. I'm gonna get some lights turned on over there so it's not so dark. And then we're gonna go ahead and get my entryway table, or my 2 console cabinet things that I put together that you guys saw in previous videos. I'm gonna get those wiped down and get some decor on them. Say you were gonna kill it. Oh. Okay y'all, so I know I said I was going to do this kind of vlog style, but there is a vlog coming and it's going to have some of this in there. This is just going to be its own entity by itself. Anywho, I am starting over here near my front door, my entryway area, just getting everything wiped down. I'm using the Method Wood multi-purpose cleaner. That's what I bought for the furniture that I just purchased, because everything seems to be wood. but I guess those are the colors I'm going for. Anywho, y'all, I was confused over here, to be honest. I think that since I'm in a new space, I'm still trying to figure out how I like everything to look, how I want everything to be laid out. So I tinker around quite a bit all over the house, especially downstairs, because I just felt like I could not get it right. So at the end, things may look a little bit different than what they look like once I stopped in a space, because I went back and tried something different. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and add these orange candles that I picked up. These are flameless that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to add some picks as well as a few of those pumpkins in there. This little stuff here is what I'm tinkering around with. I believe I left the books there, but the little fox did leave. And then I just added some pumpkins and some more floral stems over there to kind of brighten up the space, as well as the picture that is hanging on the wall. This is where I am, and then there is the picture up there, but sorry, it's jerking like, but yeah, I'm just not sure. Like, I feel like I need something less in the bowl in the middle for one, and more muted stuff in the bowl in the middle. I don't know. We're gonna move on and then come back to this later. So same thing over here on my new console table, you guys. It was just trial and error. I was going back and forth. I was taking things off, putting things back. I do end up landing somewhere that I like. I'm going to add a fall candle as well as the rest of those faux books. I'm going to also add those flameless flickering candles that I got from Hobby Lobby, to more of those orange ones, as well as a couple little statues and trinkets over here, and then a couple of pumpkins in the little black bowl, along with those little 3 kind of beige balls that are already in there. And that's probably going to be it for the top. And then underneath, I'm going to add a basket that's going to have a throw blanket, a leaf pillow, I almost said flame, a leaf pillow, as well as a pumpkin. And it's going to go underneath the table right there in that little opening. And that's going to be it for this area. Okay, y'all, so here is my console table area back here. I'm not sure if I'm going to add any more to it just yet, but this is where I have landed. So yeah. So now I'm going to get started on my bookshelves. Here is the diffuser that Liz ordered off of our Amazon registry. Again, thank you, Liz, for ordering us something we really appreciated. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. I love essential oils, but I'm also a dog mom, so I have to be careful which oils I put into the diffuser, because some of them are not that great for your pet. But she also ordered this. You guys, that little set is so cool. Those are essential oils. They have their own little droppers and everything. So thank you, Liz. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up and then start adding little touches to the shelf as well. So same as the console table and my entry cabinets, you guys, I was struggling to figure out what to do here. But that little vase up top came from Hobby Lobby. I just really love the color of the stems that were in there. And now I'm just kind of trying to figure it out, like over in the other two spaces, y'all. I don't have as much decor because we just moved into this house, and these furniture pieces I just got. And so I don't have things to work around, if that makes any sense. Normally you have your regular decor and you can just add your little touches, your little pieces here and there. Well, I don't have my regular decor, so my shelf just looked bare the entire time. So I just kind of tinkered with it until something felt like, okay, this will work, and I'm just going to leave it there and then come back later. On this shelf I did add Mickey and Minnie because my kids really love Mickey and Minnie. Upstairs will be their area, but I wanted to put some touches of them downstairs too. I think that's how I'm going to do our house. Is upstairs will be more of the kids area. It's going to be really bright and colorful for them, and then downstairs is kind of a mom area and the things that I really like and that I love that they're not going to get into as much. But I did want them to have something down here because they do love the fireplace down here. And then this little pumpkin at the bottom was just so pretty, and I love the lights and how they glow. Okay, y'all, sorry the light's a little off over here near the door. So we're gonna head out to the front now. I'm gonna start it out there, and then I'll come back in and finish up downstairs, hopefully by the end of the night. If not, I'll finish up in the morning, but let's go ahead and get outside. So now we are outside. I wanted to get out here before the sun went down because I know the kids love to come outside. They love to play, and they wanted to be a part of this process as well, especially since I bought the peanuts flag for them to plant in the ground. The first thing I'm going to do is take away my spring summer pillows, which are those yellow ones, and I'm going to get this area kind of swept up. I did just move everything over, move everything off the ground. That's it. It's just a couple pine needles, nothing too crazy out here. I'm going to go ahead and add the orange pillows, but then I'm going to take them off because I think I liked it more muted down outside as well. So once I get this swept up, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my decor in, and you guys will see what it looks like from there. So here are the little orange cushions that I got off of Amazon. I believe it was last year. I'm not going to keep them out here because I have really just been enjoying the muted down colors on everything, especially inside of the house. And I found that it looked much more relaxed outside when I took the bright orange cushions off. So I'm going to add them, but they will be removed. And I'm also going to add a mum to this area. So I bought faux mums because last year I tried to do real mums, and I know it's because of where we were. It was really hot, really dry, and the roots kept drying out no matter how much I tried to I almost said moisturized like it's some hair. I tried to keep the area moist, to keep the soil moist, and it just didn't work, and they dried out and they died. Now I think they would work much better here, but I'm just, at this point scared. I don't want to test it. I don't want to test it at this point. So I found these faux mums at Hobby Lobby. They were, I think, $10 or less for one. They were 40% off, and they were, I believe, $17 to begin with or something like that. I don't remember. I'll try to put the price on the screen, but I went ahead and got them because the last time I found some faux mums, it was at Homegoods, and they were like $60 for one. I was like, no, thank you. I will not be doing that. But I did find these cute little ones at Hobby Lobby. They had an abundance of them. So I got one for over here, and then I also got one for near our front door. So now on to our front door area. I did the wreath hanger there that came from Hobby Lobby. I ended up having to bend it a little bit because, as you can see, our glass on our door has a little bit of a bridge or a border around it. So I bent it so that it would lay flat against the door. The wreath and garland came from Walmart.com about 5 years ago. It was very plain, and I liked it at the time, but since my style and my colors have kind of changed, what I do is I go to Hobby Lobby and I find picks and stems and the really cheap kind of flimsy garland, and I take pieces of it and I add it to the stuff that I already have, and that way I'm not spending $100, you guys. I can't. Won't do it. I won't do it. Okay, I just think some of them it's really pricey, and if I can change it and get it the look that I want, then I would rather do that than spend $100-$200 on a wreath and a garland. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang these up, and then I'll pop back in a second. Now down here in front of the door, you guys see that like outline? It rained. Right after we bought the house, it rained and that mat got wet and now it looks like that. So I'm probably gonna have to pressure wash it. Anywho, this little mat that goes under the rug came from Hobby Lobby, as well as the rug. Y'all know I love Charlie Brown, so I had to get it. I saw it today. I was like, yep, coming home. I got this Hello Fall sign about a year ago, and I'm gonna add one of these cheap little Walmart pumpkins and another one of those faux mums right down here at the bottom, and then added a nice little pop of color down on the ground. And to finish it off, I added these little bells as well as these 2 scarecrows and additional pumpkin. Okay, you guys, so outside it's done. This is the first thing you see because I told you guys Peanuts love Charlie Brown. So there is our fall flag for the kids. And then here is the front door area. I think it turned out really nice this year. The rug is new as well as the mat underneath the rug. Sorry about this stuff, guys. We're gonna have to figure that out. I think that's when some of the workers were coming through. They got this brown mud on the front porch. But the mat as well as the rug the rug and the mat underneath it are both new. And then most of this other stuff you guys have seen for a long time. I've just been recycling and reusing a lot of it. So we got the Hello Fall sign, which I think I got last year or the year before. The faux mum is new. The pumpkins, I've had them for like 5-6 years now. Little scarecrows down there, the bells on the door, because they're always a favorite with like the kids in the neighborhood, especially my little ones. And then my wreath and garland, I've had them for a very long time. I'd say since like 2021, somewhere around there. It's been 4 or 5 years, so I had those for a while. They came from Walmart at some point, and then the wreath hanger came from Hobby Lobby. Then over here, it's nothing really fancy, but I have the cushions on my rocker and a rockers and then another faux mum over there. Now we're back inside. Everyone has eaten. I'm going to go ahead and start shutting some of the blinds and kind of shutting the house down before I start decorating. So I added this vase up here with an arrangement that I made from Hobby Lobby's picks and stems, as well as adding this little pumpkin down here. It's the same as one on the other side. I just really love the glow of the pumpkin. It's so pretty. I'm going to add a couple of things here, just some tiny touches, because y'all, again, I don't know. I feel like I'm just lost trying to decorate right now. And I feel like it'll be easier once I have everything in place in the house, because I don't know. It just wasn't coming together the way that I wanted it to, but I wanted to keep going because I feel like if you see it through to the end, sometimes it comes together and you just have to keep going through the process. Next, I went ahead and fluffed the pillows on my couch because I wanted to start adding a few of my throw pillows. I tried to order the pillow covers like I did before, but I think I ordered them too small. So I'm going to have to just do that next year. I don't want to keep ordering and buying things that I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to use them. Plus the season is already here. So it's like, it's fine. I'll just try again next year, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and get these pillows fluffed before I started adding any of my additional throws. So these are the pillows that I purchased last year at Walmart from the Hearth and Hand collection. So my pillows that come on my couch are really thick and really fluffy. So I was having a hard time with the one in the middle. I did end up leaving the two on the outside as well, but I just took the big ones away in the middle after a while. And then I just added a pumpkin as well as 2 of those leaf pillows. Right now I'm adding some throws that I picked up from the Target dollar spot maybe 3 years ago. I have multiple because I thought they were so pretty. They have like a pumpkin kind of etched into the blankets, multiple pumpkins, and I think it's a really pretty burnt orange color. So now on to my mantle. As y'all know, I love to layer these garland. I picked up a lot of different small ones over the years. And so now I just kind of layer them together to get the look that I want. This one was a little bit more, I believe. I got the other ones from the Dollar Tree for maybe $1. And then this one was like $2 or $3 at Walmart. And then there's one that has some lights in it that also came from the Dollar Tree. And I want to say it was like $5. But my wreaths and my garlands, especially my garlands, are all kind of layered with extra pieces. I got this thankful sign from Hobby Lobby. Now, I initially put it in the back, but then I realized I think the garland looks better in the back and the sign looks much better up front. So I'm going to start rearranging things here shortly. I will also be adding some more flameless candles that I picked up from Hobby Lobby that you guys saw on the counter, as well as some little felt leaves that I picked up last year from Hobby Lobby as well. And down here to the bottom of the fireplace, I'm going to add these 2 wooden lanterns that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, I want to say last year as well. And my little chocolate gnome guy, my 3-year-old loves the little gnome, you guys. He's always messing with the little gnome down there. But that's why I put some of this stuff out, because I know it's going to be safe for my kids to touch and to play with, and it won't get broken. Next, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down my coffee table and my end tables with this acorn spice, or is it apple cider? I think it's the cider scent of the Mrs. Meyer spray. I'm going to wipe down both tables. Now, my big table, my big coffee table, I'm not going to add much to, just some coasters and a candle, and then the lighter for the candle. And then at the other side, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down, and I'm going to add a couple pumpkins over here, just some soft pumpkins, because again, my kids absolutely love the fireplace. You can turn it on without having the heat on and just have the flames going, and they just love to sit and look at them flicker. And this is how my living room turned out. It is so warm and so cozy, and we have all been down here enjoying it, especially since I have not decorated their areas yet. was tired last night. Jazz was tired last night. So I went to bed. I didn't finish. I was sleepy. So I'm back down here this morning. I'm going to go ahead and get it started. As you guys may see, there are 2 chairs with covers on them. Now I am going to need to deep clean and steam clean. There it is. All the chairs again. But the reason why there are covers on 2 of the chairs and not the other 2 is the 2 with the covers are the ones that my kids sit at. Now I'm going to be ordering some darker covers. I think more of a brown, maybe, just to go over these chairs too. But that's why they're covered. My kids will eat and they use their hands and then they touch everything. And as you can see, my chairs are beige. They are a cream color. So they get dirty really easy because of that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is vacuum and get all the crummies because, y'all, the crumbs be crumbing. Do you hear me? They be crumbing, okay? And it's my 6-year-old. He gets crumbs every single place that he could possibly get one. So let me vacuum first and then we'll be back. Now, I don't know why I said we. I'm going to be back. I'm going to clean up and then I'm going to come back. So now on to my table. All I'm going to do is add some picks and stems that I picked up from Hobby Lobby to this vase and a candle. I don't do too much on the table because we actually sit at our table every single day to eat. And it's just going to get knocked over and moved and things like that. If I had my formal dining table, I would do that, which I'm hopefully going to be able to get within the next week or 2. And then we'll just kind of go from there. If I add anything in there, I might not. If I do, I'll show you guys. But for now, I'm just going to add some picks and stems from Hobby Lobby that I picked up. I wanted to have all the colors that I have all over my house in this vase, and I just love how they came out, all of them, because it wasn't just this vase. The other vase on top of the bookshelf was so pretty, and then that was that rustic pumpkin that kind of looks like wicker, if you will. I love those little things. They look like cute little bow ties on the front of every vase that I do. So now on to my kitchen. I decided to add this wreath that I had over my stove the last few years to this door on the pantry. So over my stove now there's a cabinet, and it just didn't make any sense to add a wreath up there just because I know I have to open those doors. It's my spice cabinet. I use that cabinet like every single day. It made 0 sense. So instead I'm going to put it over here on this door and add some more of those picks and stems and the colors that I like that are all over my house to this door just to add a little bit more color over here. Now onto my countertops. I did wipe this area down, but I'm going to go ahead and add this wine rack over here. I only got 2 bottles of wine, but I figured why not have a rack. So I'm going to add this gold wine rack that I picked up off of Amazon, put the knives back, and then add this little sign that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, as well as this cute little green pumpkin. I didn't want to do too much in this area. I'm going to wipe down my microwave and oven situation before I add the towels. Now these new towels actually came from TJ Maxx. They are so soft and fluffy, and I really do love how they look. My kids are always obsessed with my towels, especially my little one. He just likes to take them down and walk around the house with them. So I went ahead and hung those up and then moved on over to the other side of the kitchen cabinets opposite of the stove. And y'all, I just wasn't sure. I put some stuff over here. I put a sign in one of my mugs that have a lid, and I ended up changing it out for a little bit of like a bucket with some drop-ins that are very festive, if you will, instead. And I think it turned out much better that way. And now on to my coffee bar area. I'm going to give it a good wipe down first because, you know, dust. The dust here isn't like the dust in Texas. The dust in Texas is like brown, and here it's more like lint almost. I don't know. So I put my coffee pot back as well as my syrups. I'm going to put this little mug rack over here and add some mugs. I got the top 2 from Target a few years ago, and then these bottom 2, which you guys know I love peanuts, I got from TJ Maxx a few years ago as well. These are typically just displayed. I don't know if I'm going to actually use them this year, but I just think they are so cute, so I always put them out. And then this little tiered turntable guy, I was just tinkering with it, and it's the same thing as the rest of my house, y'all. The struggle busted it, okay? The struggle has been real, trying to figure out how to decorate this stuff. But it's okay, and I'm going to figure it out. And at the end, I actually really liked everything. I'm sure I'll have more of a handle on it later on or next year when I decide to decorate. But here I just added my mugs again, as well as some of those little tiny signs, and then some of the leaves and gourds that I had left over from the drop-ins that I got from Hobby Lobby that went into that little bucket on the opposite side of my stove. And here is my coffee bar for now. I actually really do like it. I think it is so pretty and so cozy. I'm going to get some more syrups as well as some other little things for over here. But for now, this looks great. Now on to my island. What I'm going to do right now is just kind of dust it off because everything was sitting over here that was on the counter, and there was little pieces of stuff that kind of chipped off all over the place. So I opened my trash can at the end of my cabinet, or at the end of the countertop, excuse me. I'm going to wipe all of that stuff in there, and I'm going to give it a good wipe down before I start adding things. There will not be a lot over here because I don't want to clutter this area because we sit here as well from time to time, and I like to kind of keep it open. I'm going to add a dish drying mat, and I'm also going to add a bouquet or a little floral arrangement that I made from picks and stems that I've already had.
I wish I had the same.
Now I'm going to get everything kind of vacuumed up because there are little pieces of things that kind of chipped off and broke off. I want to make sure I get it all off the floor because my 3-year-old will go and pick it up piece by piece and hand it to you one item at a time over the next week. So I'm going to go through and give everything a good vacuum, and then we're going to finish up today's video.
Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just owned it, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl, but I don't know how to show it. Like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. Wasn't really ready, no, I had to grow up, but it's so heavy and I'm feeling low. Unlearning all that was wrong for me, and I wish somebody would've should've warned it. No, they did, but I kept ignoring. Didn't wanna have to face it, but if I don't, I know it's gonna break me, oh. Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember.
We are all done with downstairs. This is how all of my decor came out. I think it actually turned out really nice. I will be tweaking things for the upcoming years and moving forward, but for now, I love how everything turned out. It's very peaceful, it's very cozy, it's very warm. As some say, it's a vibe. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come back and see me for part 2, where I'll be decorating upstairs in my house. Thank y'all again so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye guys.
Is there anything else I should bring? Yeah, all that shit that I can't. When that baggage is heavy, maybe I got reason to worry. Please don't tell me I got reason to worry now. She knew, she knew.